Protect yourself at all times. Mr. Diaz, Mr. Paul, let's go to battle. Touch gloves.
Round one, we are underway. Jake very light on the feet, bouncing in and out of range right now. Starting out with the feints already. A southpaw versus orthodox matchup. We heard Dan Hardy talk about Jake having a lot of success with southpaws. And again, you're going to see an awkward style here from Nate in this fight. Jake's going to be very, very light on his feet, but when he plants and throws, it's going to be like the tank he rode in on.
Well, one of the things I heard Jake Paul talk about was his footwork. He had to improve on his feet, and we've seen that already. It's a nice, steady stance, nice little bounce in his movement, and a good jab, stiff jab. And I'm sure Nate would have watched his fight against Tommy Fury, and though they're different stances, Tommy Fury could not miss with the jab. Oh, big shot, big left hook.
Nate might be in some trouble already. Big right hand to the body there from Jake Paul. And the left hand as well. Nate on the ropes. This is not where you want to be.
Look at the size.
Again, Jake Paul. He's all over Nate in this first round. Nate tries to clinch. Big left hook again.
He's in big trouble, Wade.
And he's, oh my goodness, he's wobbly right now, Darren.
He needs to keep those hands up. He needs to grab hold of Jake Paul. He's got to survive here.
You have to find a way, if you're Nate, to look to clinch because Jake is landing at will. We expected him to start fast here. And if you are Jake, you do want to remain composed because fighting and throwing everything out the window in this first round could lead to a later round shock.
It's just Nate Diaz. He'll kind of be hoping that Jake could punch himself out, but looking strong, looking fit.
As Nate settles into the fight here, it's going to get interesting because Jake did have a great first round, and Nate just casually and nonchalantly kind of wings out a right hand. You have to wonder if maybe that first round woke Nate up just a little bit as he starts to try to work his way back into this fight, and you see him running into range behind a high guard. You don't like to see that. He's going to start to make adjustments.
Well, look, we've not seen either man yet throw a jab.
Look at this work inside here from Nate. This is what I'm talking about. These things can add up as the fight goes on, and he's at a spot where he can be successful. We saw this in the Chris Avila fight.
This is where he's got to be. He's got to be close. He's got to be tight. He's got to try and outwork Jake Paul. It doesn't need to be at arm's length, Wade.
And look at Nate walking around, talking to the crowd. This is the antics you get with a Nate Diaz fight, and if you're Jake, you can't fall into it. Just like he can't fall into range here, he has to be able to continue to box, not fight Nate Diaz. He has to box him. Nice straight left hand there from Nate.
Yeah. First round has certainly woke Nate Diaz up.
I'm telling you, we're seeing a different fighter here. And again, you're not going to see a high-level boxing match from Nate, but you're going to see him get here and look to work. 20,000 behind him as he continues to move forward. Right hand to the body there from Jake as well.
That was good work, Jake. Jab to the head, right hand to the body. Changing the level. Right hook, round
another right hand. But Nate trying to exchange, and he laughs at him, and he smiles, and he wants to, this is where Nate wants to be. Trade with me, please. And again, he's putting that weight on Jake. Some slappy shots. Just making him hold weight.
That's better work. Good work from Nate. See that the lack of boxing experience from the two, because no one's yet tried to establish their jab. Getting a rhythm behind the jab. We've said this time and time. Again, everything will follow the jab. Yeah, some big shots landing, some volume work from Nate Diaz when he gets close. Nice, short uppercut. Found the...
He's walking straight into range to get to, again, the places where he can be successful. Right there, in the pocket. As he continues to just walk forward, Jake hasn't done anything to stop him just yet. Trying to put his weight on Jake. Jake's landing as Nate comes forward. These are scoring shots. Like
left hook.
There's a great left hook there from Jake. And there's the jab you want to see from Jake Moore. Oh, and a nice short left hand jab from Nate.
Good left hand from Nate Diaz.
Jake throws a short right hand there. Tries to go around the guard. Uppercut as well. But Nate is
constant peppering from Nate Diaz when he's in close.
Jake has to find it here in this round and going forward.
That was better with the right hand there. He took his left leg out the side, the southpaw stance, and through the right hand, and you can see that the right eye of Nate Diaz not looking great.
Step in left hook there from Jake. And another one there, just barely misses. Right hand, and he falls in. But you're starting to see Jake almost mirror the fight style of Nate Diaz, falling in behind shots, looking to clinch.
Good short right to the body from Jake Paul.
Far better round here for Jake in 3.
Heads come together.
Big time head clash there. And Nate throws a couple of punches, then looks into the crowd. Big jab there from Jake off the back foot. Tries to fit that right hand in around the guard. Maybe I'm wrong here, Darren, but I would like to see him go through the guard with that right hand. Straighten it out and put it down the middle.
And the left hook from Jake Paul is causing more damage to that right eye of Nate Diaz.
Diaz trying to flurry, coming forward on the turn. What do you make of Jake doing this very much happy feet bouncing on the toes here in between exchanges? Is that something you like to see, or do you want to see him settle those feet down a bit and maybe move them lateral directions versus just up and down in one motion?
That's all well and good bouncing on your toes. Right, you need to plant your feet when you let the shots. You can't be on your toes throwing hurtful shots. This is good work inside from Nate Diaz. The uppercut's working a treat.
And again, Jake is throwing one at a time here, which is going to be playing right into... That's the jab you want to see from Jake. And there you go. And look how it makes Nate overextend and lunge forward behind nothing, just trying to grasp at anything. That's the jab Jake needs to implement more.
And he'll find a home for the right hand after that jab. Needs to keep the chin down, Nate. Nate Diaz carrying that chin high, but he's letting his shots go.
Oh, short right hand there on the clinch as the referee tried to separate. Nate sneaks one in. And Jake has had a habit years gone by of being able to jab to the body, level change when guys do come up with that chin high and throw the big overhand right. I wouldn't be surprised if that's coming.
And he's working the hooks well. Jake Paul, he's getting the reaction, he's getting that left guard across to try and protect that right. That's when you get the right hand straight down the middle.
Nate Diaz having some success here with the volume. Yes, they're tippy-tap punches, but they are landing. And look at this.
Got to work. He needs to work here. Nate, this is good stuff. Keep peppering away. Keep working. Look for that uppercut. Good work from Nate Diaz.
Nate coming forward with volume. And a nice uppercut in the in-between again. Right hook off the break. Oh, solid right hand to the body there from Jake. And again, you're just seeing this clash as both of them meet in the middle, and it's one shot at a time. Who's going to land the big one?
This is good. The last minute or so has been really positive for Nate Diaz. Good work, good tempo, no real hurt or power in the shot. Yeah, let's go. There's some good uppercuts exchanged inside.
And Jake is just overshooting here, just a bit overshot. And look at the volume here from Nate.
Good shot.
And again, are they the most damaging shots in the world? No. But are they scoring? Absolutely.
Yeah, they are.
And Nick Diaz, I see him in the corner. He stands up and says, let's go. Keep coming forward. They know exactly what they need to do. And maybe on their end, they sense a little bit of the gas tank depleting here from Jake Paul.
Short right hand after a left hook from Nate Diaz. Oh, good left hook as well. This is good work, good tempo.
And he's coming forward, non-stop volume here. Big right hand over. And one around here.
Can he build on that? Very good fourth round, Nate Diaz. You can't let Jake Paul respond. Bit of kidology there from Nate Diaz. It was a nice right hand to the body.
Back and forth we go here. Round number 5.
Oh, trying to set up that right hand. He gave the eyes, he gave the feint to the body.
Nice
good right uppercut.
Big time shot. Nate takes that one on the chin, and he does a great job there.
Again, moving on the back foot. Oh, left hook is down.
Left hook sends Nate Diaz to the canvas. Big time shot there from Jake Paul, and that is what you call a turning point, folks.
On the back foot, just walking forward casually, and it was a big left hook on the temple, and they really do scramble the senses. You see the legs completely go from under Nate Diaz. You see there, look, the right hand's low. He delivers the left hook. elbow up, and you can see the effects it had on Nate Diaz. He's done well to recover, I must say, but big round for Jake Paul.
A minute and a half left here in round 5, and Jake's looking for the finish.
Oh, good right, changing the level, looking for the hooks upstairs, that left hook. Oh, right uppercut, big shot, the legs are gone.
He's hurt, on the ropes. Jake Paul pouring it on here. Nate Diaz is wobbly. Jake walks forward. And Nate says, what now?
Wow.
What now? My goodness. A big moment here in round 5 for Jake Paul. Can he capitalize on a hurt fighter in Nate Diaz? And Nate's just walking around. Hands down, head down.
Those rights to the body weight are very hurtful shots. They're taking the wind out of the sails for sure.
Demoralizing shots here as Jake tries to follow up. And Diaz trying to find his way back into this thing. But no doubt about it, he is still hurt here, Darren.
Yeah, you see the legs, didn't you? Slightly buckle. But back comes Nate
Look at
Diaz.
this.
He's a warrior. He's a champion. He's a winner.
1-2 down the middle. That's what you wanted to see.
This is
down the
tight now.
pipe.
Sensible boxing from Jake Paul. Making life easy for himself. Creeping forward. Like, I can't work out if this is... Kidology from Nate Diaz, or he's really tired. He looks spent in there to me.
We talked about this earlier. Nate is so hard to get a read on because you think you have him hurt, and then he just comes back like a zombie. But right now, Jake absolutely is putting it on him. After a big-time round 5, a great start to round 6 for Jake Paul. And then all of a sudden, the announcer's curse hits me, and here comes Nate Diaz on the front foot.
Oh, he walks onto a jab there. He just got wide. He went to throw the left hook, walked straight onto a sharp jab from Jake Paul.
You know,
again,
guys, it's really
spring
interesting.
in the step. Jake Paul feinting, trying to get.
The rounds will be to their advantage. That's why they push for those 10 rounds. After one of the bad rounds early on, Diaz's manager, Zach Rosenfield, said he's emptying the tank.
Here is
we
Nate.
have him exactly where we want him. So even though it may look like he's in trouble, they still feel like they're going to come
Jake
out strong.
continuing to try to circle around the outside here. Nate trying to work his way back into range. Stalking forward here.
It's a little predictable, Jake Paul, looking for that right hand.
That was a nice lead right hand there from Nate.
Good work, good pressure, good chopping.
Solid right hand there from
Big
Jake.
right hook around that left glove of Nate Diaz, chopping left hand as well.
And Nate's going to play these games. He's like, no, I'm not coming to you. You're going to have to fight me right here.
But I don't understand this because he's so much more effective on the front foot when he's close.
Oh! Nate rolls with that one, but another right hand Jake throws out there. But you see that right hand there from Jake, and it's something I've always been critical of him for, is he falls in behind this, where if he planted those feet and then moved in behind his jab and really stuck that back foot in the ground and stuck the right hand behind it on balance, he'd be able to follow up more than he is here.
Oh, look at that left hook again. He needs to tidy up, Nate Diaz, getting a bit wild and reckless with his own shots, allowing openings, leaving openings. Can Jake Paul capitalize? Good work inside from Nate Diaz, hooks, uppercuts. Expect Jake Paul to look for that uppercut.
Both men giving everything they have in this round and every single one. We'll see what happens right now.
Interested, how would this play out?
As Nate continues to walk forward here for Jake, you got to get back on that jab. And like we saw in the corner, echoing what you said last round, Darren, they want to look to those uppercuts. As Nate does this right here, ducks into range, buries his head in his guard and into the chest of Jake Paul.
Yeah, and almost walking onto a right uppercut there from Jake Paul.
There's a big right hand in the body from Jake. And again, putting the work in downstairs is starting to pay off, as you see a very lethargic, as he still comes forward, but still opened up Nate Diaz.
Yeah, he's very effective with the shots.
Oh,
Jake Paul, when he's working the body first, especially with that right hand, see there, then he follows back upstairs.
Oh, there's
back
the right hand.
with the right hand through the guard of Nate Diaz. That's the shot for the southpaw. Gamely tries to fire back, Nate Diaz. Got to keep that chin down, the hands up. He's in range.
throw it after everything else before that.
Yes, I mean, it's the head, body, head routine we're seeing here that's been so effective for Jake Paul. This is where he's got to work, Nate Diaz. Got to be busy. Has to let his hands go inside.
Oh, another big left hook there from Jake, and he throws 3 behind it. Nate is unaffected, and now Jake looks to clinch.
Let him go, Jake.
Oh,
Nice uppercut.
there's the uppercut.
That's the one.
That's the shot.
And Nate eats it, still walking forward. And again, the pity-pat shots from Nate, but they are landing.
Whoa, big right hand from Jake Paul.
It's smart to stay on the jab here, but again, it's such a difficult thing when a guy just will not go away here. That's good short work on the inside from both fighters. Jake with the 3-punch combo through the guard and then the left hook that scores outside. But you're seeing Nate Diaz win that lead foot battle over and over. It's going to set his left hand straight down the pipe if he can get it off and land it.
Yeah, just a moment ago there, he just took his head off the line, avoiding the jab of Jake Paul. Good work on the back foot, changing the levels again. A lot of them taking on the gloves of Nate Diaz, but working away, trying to find the openings.
Jake doing a great job of this jab this round, being more patient, not overextending as much as maybe we've seen him. And as we see the punches through 7 here, Darren, talk to me.
You see, thrown from Paul surprises me. I feel it might have been Diaz outworking.
A nice straight left hand and then a right hand behind it. Nate's starting to find a home for that backhand.
And I'm telling you, Wade, the power has sapped. Is Jake Paul feeling the pace?
This was one of the biggest topics as we came into this fight. Yeah, Nate would probably be losing the fight up until this point. I don't think a lot of people would argue that. But is this the moment where Diaz said 10 rounds? Yeah, let's do 10 rounds. And maybe Jake got a little overzealous, a little overconfident in accepting what could be a dire fate if Nate Diaz can start to walk forward.
Does Nate Diaz have it in the tank? Does he have the know-how? Does he have
big left hand?
Enough in the tank to finish this as strong as he needs to. Oh,
nice right hand again. And Jake is showing, nice left hand there from Nate. Jake
this is what we need. This is what we need from Nate Diaz. Keep that going. Keep that work. Keep that pressure.
And Jake is showing a smarter round here, though, than to be caught in exchanges and trying to trade. He's getting hit with shots, but he's also trying to stick to his jab.
Whoa, some good uppercuts inside. The crowd like this.
And here comes Nate Diaz.
He sensed that the power is sapping from Jake Paul. Nate Diaz is coming forward, letting more shots go, working away inside. He needs to be busy here. Uppercut again.
Left hand, a little overzealous. Jake catches him with a jab. Double jab, Nate Diaz. Back and forth we go. Nate says, I'll take that all day and still be here. Can't have right hands like that where Nate is faking like he's been hit with a big one just to troll Jake a little bit, but you can't do this at this point because you're down on the cards. I love the gamesmanship, but you have to move forward.
Gotta be busy, gotta work like you say.
Stiff jab there from Paul.
Yeah, looking to box in this 9th round. Jake Paul is on his toes. Throwing the jab, looking for that right hook, yeah. He took that well.
Nice shot to the body. This is some of the best boxing we've seen from Jake in the later rounds. And Nate turns his back on his opponent there just to walk forward and eat some shots.
I love what I see from Nate.
Uppercut again there from Jake. Right hand to the body as well. Then a left hand, right hand upstairs from Nate. Oh, right hand. Jake Paul answers back.
Both exchanging uppercuts. Trying to creep forward now. Spent the first minute and a half almost, Nate Diaz moving and kind of playing around a little bit, but now getting to work the second half of this 9th round.
When he breaks Jake Paul's jab, he has all the success. It is all Nate Diaz, but when Jake is allowed to punctuate everything with the jab and then the right hand behind it, and Jake again looking to that lead hand to try to pivot out. On his bike here, Nate comes forward. Nice uppercut.
Needs to keep working. He's enjoying this.
And Nate's frustrated. He said he won't fight me. Watch him pivot out. He won't fight me. Look at Nate. Bouncing on the toes. Classic Nate Diaz. But you got to follow up here as well. Some short shots there inside in the clinch. Jake Paul shoves him away. Last 30 seconds here, round 9. Stiff right hand down the pipe.
Yeah, good shot. The left uppercut, followed by the right hook upstairs. Good pressure from Nate Diaz. Working, but back comes Jake Paul with 2 shots of his own.
Oh, right hand from Jake. And he slides away. Nate walks into another right hand. And here comes the flurry from Nate Diaz.
He needs a big round here. Trying to get close. Doesn't need to be doing this in the final round. Needs to get to work. Good work. Right hand to the body part by left. Upstairs from Jake Paul.
Can't be too casual here if you're Nate. You got a real opportunity on your hands. Jake looks a lot fresher than he did in the last round, though. Jab right hand down the pipe.
Yeah, was he saving it for a big finish? He took 2 big shots from Jake Paul a moment ago. Big right hand. Trying to get back to work again. Hands down, walking forward. Total disregard for the work of Jake Paul. There was a low one.
Oh, right hand across. Big time shot there from Jake. And another right hand to the body. He is sticking those in there. My goodness.
Yeah. And coming forward again.
What does stop this man? He's hitting with everything. With 2 minutes left, if you're Jake Paul, you have to be thinking, can I get this zombie out of here?
No chance. Not now. It won't be Jake Paul stopping Nate Diaz.
And Nate
playing to the crowd again.
He's got to be switched on, man, because we all love Nate. We all love the gamesmanship, but he's got a real shot here to come out on top, and he's waving Jake on. He said, bring it to me. Bring it to me, and Jake's happy to oblige.
Big finish.
Oh,
there he goes. There he goes.
Nate throwing a flurry coming forward here. Nate Diaz walking forward, trying to make a statement in this last little bit here. Jake has got to solidify this 10th round because after that drop from Nate earlier in the fight, this thing has been back and forth through the entirety since.
Jake Paul just get behind the jab, throwing a double jab, skipping to his left. He needs to sustain this attack. Nate Diaz needs to get back.
We talked about it when this fight was in its inception. Who's going to want this more? Does Nate Diaz truly still want to fight?
Oh, big right uppercut.
Jake is trying to fight for legacy. For the people that said he couldn't, Nate looks to lock up the guillotine there. He shows the gloves to the crowd, but there's still 10 seconds. Bring it home, boys. Bring it home.
Take a step back. Take a step back. Let him go, Jake. Here we go. Let's box.
And there it is. The 10th and final round comes to a close, folks. We're going to a decision. Respect shown between the fighters. But what a fight in our main event between Jake Paul and Nate Diaz.
All 3 in favor of the winner, the problem child, Jake